I'd like to show you how we make our petal. We're going to try and attempt to make a rose using Rhino and just a few basic tools. So let's get into it. Draw yourself up something. Well, actually, if you want to make a rose, I guess the best thing would be is to go find a rose and take it apart. Look at it a little bit, take one of the petals off and analyze it. Basically, it's going to look like kind of like a guitar pick or a heart. So draw something up. I'm not going to use any dimensions. I'm just going to draw something that looks like this. Now once you get that completed, let's go ahead and make a surface out of it. So we got a surface right there. And I want to cut that curve because I don't think I want to use it right now. Get that out of the way. So we've got our basic, just a little surface there. What we're going to do is going to go over to the cage edit now. And we're going to transform it out a little bit. So I'll go to cage edit and select our object. And I'm going to use rectangle for right now. And down in the front view, here we are. I'll just draw a rectangle like that. And then up here it says our point counts. We'll leave that at 3. And I change them to 9. You play however you want to play with this stuff. This is all up to you. But I'm going to right click and go ahead and just go for it. Now, I'll grab some of these right here first of all. I'm in the front viewport. I'll come to the right viewport and I'll pull them out a little bit. And this again is just whatever you want to do. Look at the rose and see what it looks like. Alright? You can see in the top viewport we made that dip in there. Now I want to curl the leaves over because a lot of the roses are curled over. So I'm going to come back over here and I'm just going to start over here. We'll see how it goes. We'll grab some of these and you play with it. We're going to use the bend tool and we'll start my spine like let's just see what happens if I do it here. And we could go symmetric or no. You can play with it. Let's try no and see what happens. And limit to the spine. Let's try no. I don't know what happened. Oh, there you go. Got your little potato chip. And let's go over here and do the same thing. Let's grab some of these right here. We'll hit our bend. And we'll hit bend. Let me see for a second. Do it one more time. Bend is over here. Sorry about that. I'll come over here and then I'll again play with the ones at the top if you want. So you could leave it like that. If you want to go just a little bit more, you could actually like maybe grab these ones right here. Let's see if I can get this. You have to play with these again. And we'll hit the bend. And let's start my spine. Let's try it right here and see what happens. And I'll take it over here. This one won't do it. Okay, let's go for right here. And we'll take these ones. We'll go for our bend. And we'll go right here. And I'll come to the right viewport. And I'll just bend it down. And see what happens there. Now you can see, not too bad. I'll just turn off this. We'll cut that. Turn this on a second. Now if you want to, you can thicken out the surface. We'll go over here and we'll offset the surface. And we'll pick that surface and we'll make it solid. And I'll just maybe flip it over where you want to do it. Okay, so now we have a solid petal there. Now I'm going to maybe I can rotate a little bit. And let's see what we can come up with. I'll tell you what, one other thing we'll do. Let's take the potato chip. Let's give it one more bend. And let's go maybe like here and here. That's not going to work. Let's see here. Okay, we'll do a bend one more time on here. And let's go from the start of spline on the top viewport over to here. We want to make it symmetric. Now watch the top. Okay, if I don't make it symmetric, you can do one side at a time, however you want to do it. Let's, for right now, I'll take it in just a little bit. There's your first petal. Now let's go ahead and let's rotate it and see how it does. You got to play with these again. And let's kind of maybe make it like about here. Hit the copy. And okay, we'll get there. Now we're going to take it over to here. We're going to adjust it. And we're going to do our bend again. So we want to bend it in there. And we'll tell you what, let's just sneak it from here to here. No symmetric. Let's just see what we come up with. And as you can see in the top viewport, it's overlapping into that. So the one thing is we want to adjust it out. And you want to play with these a little bit. Maybe I can get a little bit of a in here. And you adjust them in there. And I'm going to do, now you can use that same petal, and if you want to bring it down a little bit, give it a little height, a little definition. If you want to adjust this one a little bit with just rotating things around. And I'll tell you what, we'll let's take this one and just give it another bend. Bend. And let's go from here to here, and let's keep it symmetric. And you see at the top, we can wrap it. And then let's just move it in a little bit. And you see at the top, let's take this one and rotate it. A little bit like that. Okay, now I'll tell you what, I'm going to carry on, and I'll do another one. Maybe do a couple more, and just give you the idea how it's going. We'll use the same petal for our reference. You don't have to use the same petal, you can make a couple, or you can adjust the petal some more. So let's see what happens. Okay, this is all off the top of the head, so we're going to go ahead and let's do a rotate again. And we'll have to copy, and maybe just, let's just try right here. Gotta get started, you know. Oh, not bad. Let's take it and let's rotate it in a little bit. Let's see. So we're not hitting at the bottom. Take it hitting at the bottom. So let's just see what happens if we pull it out a little bit. I'm looking at my top. Oops, I'm looking at my perspective viewport. I'm seeing which ones are, and that looks pretty darn good right there. Yes, indeed. It's not hitting there. Okay. Alright, we'll leave it. Let's see what it's looking like. Okay, let's put one more in here then. Might as well. What the heck? Let's rotate it then one more time with copy on. I'm just picking a spot. I have to adjust them later. Let's just try it like that. So see how it's overlapping in there? Let me look at it. Oops, in the perspective viewport a little bit. Turn that off and see. Well, we could do this if we want. Check this out. I'm going to take it, and I'm going to pull it all the way out further. And let's see. And I think I'll twist it, or bend it, I'm sorry. Rotate them. Rotate a little bit more. Like that. Let's see where we're at. We could always take it. And let's see if we can bend it. From, don't know how we'll bend it, but let's see. Let's try this way. So it comes out a little bit. I think it's coming out. There you go. Now let's move it in. There. Okay, now let's rotate it a little bit. See how we're doing. You have to play with it. See what side's off there a little bit. Where you want to adjust it. Maybe I want to bring it in a little bit more. Let's see. I could always add another petal in there and make things a little bit easier, but you know me. If you don't know me, I'm gonna be easy. I'll adjust it out a little bit and tweak it. You know, the other thing is this: if I felt like it, I could go like this. If I'm not getting my luck right there, I can come up here and I can rotate it a little bit so I get that petal where I want it. Let's see if I can get that petal where I want it. Is that the petal? Let's see this one. Could drop that. That way you can also rotate things a little bit better if you're in. I'm going to play with this a little bit. Just all I'm going to do, I'm not going to do anything else. Okay. Well, I want to play with this and adjust it out. And I'll finish that part out and then I'll come back when that's done. Alright, I added one more leaf petal in there and added some little pistils down at the bottom there. I'm only going to do one row around. Usually the rose has probably more like 2 rows around of these petals, but for the sake of the video, okay, just shorten it up. Well, let's make the little stem part now. I drew a circle, brought it down here. Okay, just so you know it's there. I think I'll take a curve and I'm going to have my snap onto center, and I'll grab the center of that circle. Let's just draw a little thing here. Alright, straighten out my line. I drew a straight line instead. I'm going to draw a curve now. And we're going to go from that center up there. And we're just going to make it like a little bubble. Oh, that little bubble thing. And I'll tell you what, I'm just going to do something like this. And just go. Alright. Now let's take this and let's do a revolve. And we'll go from the end of our line end to end. And we've got a little bulby thing. You can make it better on your own. I'm just doing this for kicks. And I'll tell you what, let's try this one. Now let's take a little curvy line and go from, see if we can get to center anything here, I don't know. And let's just draw a little for our stem. And we'll go, let's see if we can get this, go here and here. Oops. Select curve to extrude. We're going to go with surface edge and the path curve. There, okay. We'll just call that a little stem for our rose. Alright. Now on the rose, there's usually a 5-point star of leaves that go under here from this little bulb to here. So we'll just draw, I'm just going to make it quick and easy. I'm just going to draw a 5-point star from center. Let's just see it. And again, I don't know, but maybe something like that. Oops, let me turn this off. Hey, we'll go with something like that. Let's drag it down to here. It might be too big. Let's put a surface on it. And if you want, we can take the surface and we can offset it. Again, solid, same thing. That's fine. Now let's see if we can, what we could do is, okay, let's see how we do here. We're gonna go now for our cage edit. Let's just cage edit this star just a little bit. And this time I'm gonna use a bounding box. And I'm just gonna use 4 points. Make it a little bit easier for us. Let me cut that off here. Now I want to grab all these points, just the outside ones. Not grabbing everything else here. We'll take these, come back into our front view, and you can do, we'll just pull them up. I'm going to let you adjust it however you want to do it on your own. I don't know how this turned out, but right now, let's see. And then there it is, and I'll just take it down. Oops. Again, you might want to do it more on your own. Or scale it in. I'm going to leave it right there for right now. Now let's draw the vase. Let's take a center line just for reference, and we'll keep it straight down. Again, I want to change it to the blue layer. Change it to the blue layer. And I'm going to draw my line from, don't need it that big, but tell you what, we'll just draw from there, and grab it, and bring it down to about, yeah, bring it down to here. Alright, let's draw a vase then. If you want to draw the vase, we'll, I'm going to just make it simple. Do whatever you want to do. I'm going to go from, let's see here. We'll just draw a line. We'll put our end snap on. We'll use ortho for a second. Do it how you want. And then I'll tell you what, I'll just draw one up here a little bit. And I'll start with my curve. And I'll just draw this fast now. We're just going to go from the end. Again, it's not going to be anything spectacular as I normally would do. Well, let's try it like this. And then we'll come over here. And you know what I need to do? Let's see, I'll tell you what. I'm going to just do it like this. Kind of messed up, but that's okay. That's okay. I think I messed up. Maybe I didn't. Well, let's cut this part. I'll use that to cut. And let's just see what happens. I think we're okay. We'll take this, make sure it's all together. Join it. And then let's just revolve it from end to end at full circle. We'll just go full circle, and we're good. Probably not the exact best vase. Tell you what, I'll undo that. I'll undo it. Let's clean it up right now. Might as well. Let me just explode that. We got a little time. Okay. I'll do my curve again. And I'll come over to here. Let me get over here. Trim that away. And I would do it for this one. I'm going to leave this one. I think. Let's see here. Probably not really, but let's just do what I got to. We're messing up now. Sorry, guys. I'll tell you what. Let's go back to the old bend and see if we can get a bend on there. I'm just playing right now. Not playing too good. Okay. Let's try this. We'll cut and see what happens. One more time. Escape. Let's try revolve again. Alright. Full circle. And there we go. So got a little bud vase. Now I'll do one other thing right here for our render. I'll go for one more circle. Let me put this on a different layer. Let's go with the white layer. Oops, we'll go for a white layer. And I'll turn all this stuff off. And we're going to come out to about here probably. Let's just see. Turn that on. Find out where it is here. And there it is. Let's drag it straight down. Turn my ortho on so you can see it. Alright, now I'll take it to about, I'll take it to right there. And I'll tell you what, let me scale it out a little bit. 2D. And watch it in the front viewport how it's coming right to there. And then escape it, and let's put a surface on there right here. And for right now, there's our bud vase. Let's take it over for the render and go from there. And we'll go for our display materials, and let's see what we can come up with here. Let's just go for let's see. I'm just going to use these paint colors. How's that sound? Keep it nice and easy. Let's go with a opaque gem, or let's go with a gem. Let's try and get this blue topaz there, and then we'll put maybe let's try a blue zircon. Oops. Let's try a blue zircon for this right there. And we'll lighten her up a little bit. Oh, forgot the little petals in the middle. Oops. We gotta get those petals in the middle. Let's make those yellow. There. Now, what I could do, I'll go ahead and I'll render the image, and I'll come back when the image is rendered out. Okay, and there's your picture of your rose, the render rose. Render rose. Now, again, you can just do whatever you want to do. This was just something that I did. I don't need to buy. I don't need a rose. I would just buy one if I needed one, probably. But let's see. Get this in here. There it is. And you can play with all your Rhino stuff, or whatever you want to do. But okay, hope you guys enjoyed that one. Could render it out in Rhino, but I won't do that for right now. But Give you an idea what it looks like right there. And let me just see. Wait, I want to do something. See what will happen here. Oops. I have to work on something, but again, that was just something for you guys to see once again. Alright. Alright, you guys, thanks and have a great day. You're watching Patchman's videos.